can you do a playlist about walking and you forgot the song these boots were made for walking?
I was only just thinking about it. Right. Hang on. Right. Let's begin. Hello, viewer. How are you?
Go on then, but hello.
Hang on. Let's start that one again. Hello, viewer. How are you doing? Welcome to Full Record Jacket with Phil and Ben. And on this particular...
Are we keeping that in, though?
We'll keep it in. On this particular edition, Ben is acting as quizmaster, and I am being subjected to another of these challenges. So,
you are.
I don't know what's coming.
Well, Phil, so you're about to find out, because I have been twiddling knobs and flipping switches, and I've decided that you, Phil Smith, you owner of the head, the large cranium, have now got to decide the 1980s, out of these 30, which is the best band, and all of the bands that were formed or performed in the 1980s will no longer exist. They will no longer be there.
Okay.
Only one was, like the Highlander, there can be only one.
These bands and artists from the 80s?
These are a mixture of... So I've got a list.
They're all from the 80s?
They're all from the 80s.
Now, how do you define from the 80s? Does that mean they had their first success in the 80s, or
they were in the 80s?
They had hits in the 80s?
They're in... Yeah.
Okay.
So they're in the 80s.
They might have started before that,
though. Well, they might well have done. They were definitely born before
this. I just wondered what might be going on. I've got an idea that
don't be arguing with the quizmaster.
I won't argue with the quizmaster. I'm just only asking questions. Yeah, okay.
What I want from you is, I'm going to read them out. You will tell me if the one that precedes is better than the one that came before.
Do I stick with the original, the first one, or do I replace it with a new one?
Yeah. So you stick with the original one. But, because I know you're a deliberator.
Yeah, got a time limit.
You got a time limit.
What's the time?
5 seconds.
5 seconds. Okay, fine. Yeah.
Yeah? Sure?
Yeah, fine.
We're going to start off with a few different ones for you. Right? Are you ready?
Okay.
Buckle up, princess. Popper's coming home. Right. First one. Are you ready to find out who is the greatest band of the 1980s, because there will be only one band left? Motley Crue or Metallica?
I'd have to go with Metallica.
Metallica or Poison?
I'll stay Metallica.
Oh, you're dead on 5. Metallica or Van Halen?
Oh, crikey. I feel like a bit more fun with Van Halen.
Oh, Van Halen or Def Leppard?
Is this all bloody heavy rock band?
No, I've mixed it up. Don't you worry.
I'll stick Van Halen.
Van Halen or Motorhead?
I'll stay Van Halen. I don't know why, but I'll just...
Van Halen or Guns N' Roses?
Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses or Bon Jovi?
Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses or Alan Partridge catchphrase, aha!
It's so easy, Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses or Boy George's Culture Club?
When everybody's trying to please me. I'm going with GNR.
GNR. Okay, where are we up to? We're up to Culture Club. Guns N' Roses or Wham?
Am I only allowed to have the stuff that they did in the 80s?
Yeah, this is... Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to keep the Guns N' Roses debut album, so I've got an appetite.
Here you go, here's a tough one for you. Wham. No, not Wham. Guns N' Roses or Blondie?
Oh, I've lost my appetite for destruction. I'll go with Blondie. Mind you, a lot of Blondie. Some of Blondie's from the 70s, but we'll go with that. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going with the 80s. They performed in the 80s.
Okay.
So this is You. I feel like you're arguing with me. I feel like you are questioning my judgment and my authority.
I think there's only 2 Blondie albums that are from the 80s, and then
that's 2 more than I had, Phil.
Then I suppose there's only 2 Guns N' Roses albums in the 80s as well. So
exactly.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay. Are we ready? Can I restart this? Are you okay with me restarting? Yeah. Okay. So Blondie or the Go-Go's?
I'm not. I'm not that massively familiar with the Go-Go's catalogue. So I'll stick with Blondie.
Blondie or the Pet Shop Boys?
Blondie.
Blondie or Susie and the Banshees?
I'll stick with Blondie.
All right, we're halfway through the list.
Yeah.
And it's Blondie.
Yeah.
Are you happy with your choice so far?
Go on.
Because I would say you've knocked out, but I can't remember who you knocked out because those bands don't exist anymore. So, right, Blondie or Liverpool's finest, Echo and the Bunnymen?
Blondie.
Oh, God.
I'm not saying
the
they're
next
better.
one.
I'm just saying that's what I'd rather listen to at this moment.
Yeah, okay. Well, the next one, if you don't choose Blondie,
Yeah.
me and you could have a discussion after this. And, well, 1 second. My laptop has just said it's running low again. I don't know why, because it's plugged in. 1 second. Quizmaster is failing here. Why is that not...
Have you
connected
it to a solar panel, have you, that's not working?
No, my solar panels work fine, Phil. No, I think that's charging now. My light's gone off. I've gone into darkness, Phil. I'm in darkness. I think that's charging. That's charging? I don't know why it went off. I'm going to turn my light on. You pad for time.
Is your computer doing the thing where it's because you haven't touched a key for so long, it suddenly thinks you're sleeping and then it...
Possibly, Phil. It's got the little chargy symbol up now anyway, and my light's on, so... Where were we up to? We're up to Blondie.
Yeah.
And, yes, your next one, think long and hard, Phil. Well, it shouldn't take too long. Blondie or the B-52s?
Blondie.
In fact, you're thinking about that.
I'm just winding you up. It's the B-52s. It's funny. You'd have if you went and saw if you'd seen the B-52s in a small club, you'd have had fun. You'd have been doing the Rock Lobster. You'd have been on Planet Claire.
Planet Prozac.
Anyway,
they don't exist anymore. You've just wiped them from history. Blondie or the Clash?
Blondie.
Blondie or Talking Heads?
Again, these are all, some of these are great bands. I'm not saying that they are, I'm not saying Blondie's necessarily better than them, but I'm going to stick with Blondie.
Blondie or the Eurythmics?
Blondie.
Blondie or In Excess?
Blondie. I don't hate In Excess, but I didn't laugh at that. I wasn't laughing at In Excess.
Well,
but I was just thinking, what else is he going to come up with?
Any In Excess fans out there who may be watching us, message me after the show. I'll give you Phil's address. So, Blondie or REM?
Oh.
Now, 3, 2, 1.
I'm going to keep REM.
REM.
Mind you, if it was the 80s, I might. I don't know. I mean, I could. I said REM, so let's keep REM. Let's carry on.
Yeah, I said it. Blondie doesn't exist anymore.
Bye, Debbie. Bye, Chris. Bye Clem.
Bye, who?
Chris.
Bye, who? Don't know.
Oh, okay.
Didn't exist.
Right.
Don't exist. Right, REM or U2?
In the 80s, which am I going to keep? I'm feeling anthemic. I'm feeling like I'm going to keep U2.
U2.
Yeah.
Look at that. The lead at the top of the table is chopping and changing now, isn't it?
Yeah.
U2 or the Police?
U2.
U2 or New Order?
U2.
U2 or Tears for Fears?
U2.
U2 or Depeche Mode?
U2.
U2 or the Smiths?
Oh, that's a good one. The whole canon of the Smiths is in the 80s, and it's really good.
Yeah,
I like U2.
it
I like
is.
U2 stuff. I'd also like 90s U2 probably more. For the 80s. I'm gonna go with the Smiths.
The Smiths or the Cure?
Don't mind the
Johnny
don't
Marr
mind the Cure. I'm
versus.
going with the Smiths.
You going with the
Yeah,
Smiths? Oh, there's a few boys who'll be crying tonight.
they don't cry, do they?
Robert Smith for one of them. Right, last but not least, to decide this knockout heavyweight title of the world, the Smiths versus, drumroll please, thank you, Duran Duran. So good they named them twice.
I'm going to have to stick with the Smiths.
So there it is, people. Science. You can't argue with science. Science doesn't change unless somebody comes up with a new formula. But that is it. The greatest band, the best band of the 80s, according to Phil Smith, whose address I can give you at the end to send the hate mail to, is the Smiths. Which, to be fair with you, Phil, I cannot argue with that choice.
There you go.
I would say, of all the things you've done as me and you over the last 30 years, this is the most proud I've ever been of you.
Well, there you go, man.
So I was going to go and listen to some 80s albums, but only the Smiths exist. So I'll be listening to the Smiths later today. But there we go, Phil. Science, you can't. It is now fact. The Smiths are the greatest band of the 80s.
There you go.
Okay. I like science. Science is good.
Well, I hope
we didn't even get a Bunsen burner out.
I hope you don't go to your wardrobe, Ben, and find that your clothes no longer exist, because otherwise you won't have a stitch to wear.
Oh, he's good, isn't he? He's good.
Dear.
He's good. Oh, that was good. I haven't got one to come back with, but there is definitely, Phil, still with you. You're that sharp like a tack. There is definitely a light that will never go out.
Oh no, I think I might have started something that I couldn't finish.
Oh, well, that's because Big Mouth has striked again. Smiths puns, people.
Stop me if you think you've heard
You've heard this one before.
But I was just going to say that I've gone blank on it. I can't think of another one.
Don't worry, Philium. It was really nothing.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah.
Hey, boom, boom, boom.
You said you weren't well earlier, Ben. Are you still ill?
Oh, I don't feel great, but I'm. Do you know what? We did George Michael puns in last show. Done a few Smiths ones. Puns are brilliant. Puns are the future, dude. I was trying to think of some more Smiths puns there, but I can't. I literally can't think of any. You know, when you're trying to think of.
Some of the song titles are not.
Song titles.
You can't really put into a sentence because they're a little unusual, aren't they? You can't easily fit the Headmaster Ritual or Rusholme Ruffians or things like that into a title.
I would have thought a man of your English capabilities
but Ben,
would have been able to get a few.
say that this night has opened my eyes. I have realised that there may be some more Smiths puns in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think you should, because please let me get what I want. Some more Smiths puns.
You just have to accept yourself, Ben. And
Oh, I mean, what difference does it make, Phil, if we keep pushing out Smiths puns? Well, I wonder.
Yeah, okay.
If it will, because I know it's over, because some girls are bigger than others. But don't panic, Phil.
Oh, Ben, Ben, you've got everything now.
I have. I'm not half a person, Phil. I'm not half a person.
You're looking at a list of Smith songs.
I haven't got a list in front of me.
Because I couldn't remember, folks. I'm using only my memory. He's on Wikipedia. You're on Smithopedia.
No, I just put in...
Mozopedia you're on.
Yeah, I did, yeah. Literally, Phil, I wore you like my hand in glove.
Yeah.
So, but once again, that joke isn't funny anymore.
Oh yes.
I'll give you $1 million. I'll give you $1,000 if you can get, frankly, Mr. Shankly into a.
Quite frankly,
into
quite frankly, Mr. Shankly, I don't think I can do that.
no.
Probably more chance of a vicar in a tutu appearing on the
Yeah,
show.
there is. There's probably more chance of my girlfriend in a coma getting up. I'm out of puns, dude. I'm done. I did like the Philium one. Philium, it was really nothing. Do you like the way I changed William into Philium to make it sound like your name?
Absolutely genius that way.
Do you like that? That was, that was pretty decent. So, and which is the one off of? Because obviously it was my partner's birthday today, and she didn't have an unhappy birthday.
That's good to know.
Yeah. So there we go. That's it. We've done George Michael puns. We've done Smith puns. We are changing the world, Phil. We are changing the world, son. So there we go, people. Go listen to the Smiths because they are the greatest band of the 1980s, according to Phil. Wait there. You voted for a band called The Smiths, which is basically, you are the Smiths.
I'm the Smith.
Phil Smith.
I'm the Smith, but they were the Smiths.
Yeah, but say if you're with your mum, you're the Smiths.
Yeah, true.
Who would you be? Johnny Marr or Morrissey?
Well, I would love to be able to play the guitar like Johnny Marr, but I'd have to probably end up being the wordsmith, wouldn't I? I'd have to be Morrissey, the wordsmith.
Yeah, because you are good with words. Can you do, just before we go, can you do a Morrissey impression?
I can't do. I'm not very good at impressions at all. I'm trying to think, how could I do a Morrissey?
I do a really good Morrissey impression.
Are you going to do it then?
Do you want to hear it before we go?
Go
on. William, it was really nothing, son. Oh, I'm Morrissey. Oh, boy. You like that? It's good, wasn't it? There is a light, and it never goes out. Oh, because I don't pay my electricity bill.
It sounds more like Guy Garvey, to be quite honest.
It does actually, yeah. So, yeah, that was my Morrissey impression. There we go, Philster.
There we go. So, I've passed the test. I've come up with a favourite band of the 80s that is actually good, and I'm quite happy.
Not the favourite band of the 80s, the only band of the 1980s. Yeah, unfortunately, all the other members of the bands that you knocked out have all been rounded up and dropped into a volcano. Pretty sad. So, that's on you, Phil, not me. I just asked the questions. You've literally just you've just committed mass murder on a band scale.
Viewer, with that thought, we're going to leave you for another show, but we'll be back with something else and long-winded and discussing
pointless.
Good knows what we'll do. Some other unscripted load of waffle at some other undetermined point in the future. But for now,
and more puns.
Until then, thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Ooh, soft.